What is going on, you guys? This is Fulford to the 4, and I'm back again with another deck profile. And before I begin my deck profile, today is Wednesday. You know what that means? Today is Dreamcast Wednesdays. But before I begin that, I apologize for not posting any videos for the past couple of days now because I was way too busy in the city spending some quality time with my family. You already know, you guys. Family always comes first. So anyways, guys, so if you guys like my video, if you like my deck profile so far, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That being said, let's get straight on into this. So first off, we're gonna be running 3 copies of Erebus, the the Underworld Monarch. Now, Erebus is one of the most powerful monarchs that I have ever played. I did play my Kajis at my tournament before, and boy oh boy, it did not end so well for me. So the next time I go back to my tournaments, I'm definitely using my Monarch deck so I can utilize the Monarch's strengths and weaknesses. So yeah. So anyways, moving on here, I'm running 3 copies of Ether, the Heavenly Monarch. It allows me to special summon a monster that has 2,000 or less attack points, like Vandy's Fiend or Karaz. Very useful. And I'm running 3 copies of Vandy's Fiend. Now, Vandy's Fiend helps me lock down my opponent's extra deck, extra for special summoning. So this is perfect for me to add to the Monarch deck. So yeah, and I'm running 1 copy of Majesty's Fiend. Now, Majesty's Fiend prevents my opponent prevents anybody from activating their effects. So this is perfect for the Monarch deck. And it has 2,400 attack points and 1,000 defense points. Perfect for my Return of the Monarch's target. So yeah. And I'm running 1 copy of Karaz. Oh, let me lay this out. Let me lay this out for a while. Like this. Like that. Okay, I'm running 1 copy of Karaz, the Light Monarch. It allows me to destroy 2 cards on the field and lets one of us draw from our decks. But he cannot attack during the turn that his effect was activated. So yeah, I'm looking for 1 Pendentus of the Monarchs and 3 of those and Camophrites from Lightning Vortex. So I didn't have enough money to buy them, but I might buy it online so I can complete the January 2022 deck profile. So yeah, and I'm running 3 copies of I don't have Anchor but I do run 3 copies of 3 copies of Eidos, the Underworld Monarch. It allows me to grant me an extra tribute summon for the turn. And I'm running 3 copies of Ia, the Heavenly Monarch. It allows me to summon it, and then I can special summon a monster that has 800 attack points and 1,000 defense points. Let me find the. Oh wait, and I'm running 3 copies of it. So yeah. And and for the last one here, I'm running 1 copy of Mithra the Thunder Vassal. Now Mithra grants me the ability to special summon onto the field, while I can special summon a vassal token onto my opponent's side of the field. So yeah. Anyways, you guys, that's it. That is it for the monsters, you guys. Let's move on to the spells. So for the spells, we're gonna be running 1 copy of Foolish Burial. It allows me to send a monster from my deck to my graveyard, and I'm running 1 copy of 1 for 1. It allows you to send a monster from my hand to my graveyard, or from my deck to special summon 1 level 1 or one level one monster from my deck or to my hand, and I'm running one copy of Rhoda, Reinforcement of the Army. It allows me to add a level 4 or lower monster from my deck to my hand. And I'm running one copy of March of the Monarchs. Now, March of the Monarchs keeps my monsters safe from being destroyed by any card effects, so yeah. And I'm running two copies of Return of the Monarchs. Now, the Return of the Monarchs is one of the best cards I ever played in Yu-Gi-Oh! So hopefully it will lets me add a monster that has 2,400 attack points or 2,800 attack points from my deck to my hand. So yeah, and I'm running three copies of the Monarch Stormforth. Now Monarch Stormforth lets me helps me summon a monster from my opponent's side, from borrow opponent's monster, and I can tribute summon it using either Vanity's Fiend or Erebus. So yeah, and I'm running one of the best cards in this deck, which is three copies of Domain of the True Monarchs. Now, Domain of the True Monarchs is one of the most powerful cards in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! So hopefully, I will try to utilize the extra deck lock on my opponent. So this is perfect for, like, you're basically shutting down your opponent. So yeah, and I'm running three copies of Tenacity of the Monarchs. Now, Tenacity of the Monarchs lets me add a Monarch spell trap card if I have a 2,800 or more attack point monster in my hand to add either a Monarch spell or trap from my deck to my hand. And I'm running two copies of Patriotism of the Monarchs. Now, Patriotism of the Monarchs lets me send a Monarch spell or trap card from my deck to my hand, and lets me draw two cards. Let me see. Yeah. And then I can banish it and reveal three Monarch spell or trap cards from my deck and show it to my opponent, and then choose one so I can add one to my hand, and then shuffle the rest to my deck. But I am looking for one more Patriotism of the Monarch. Hopefully I can find that online, along with three Camera Frights and a Vampire Fraulein. That's like 4 cards for me to buy online. But once I get paid and such. So yeah. Anyways, guys, that is it. That's it for the spells, guys. Let's move on to the traps. So for the traps, we're gonna be running one copy of the Monarch's Erupt. Now the Monarch's Erupt lets me shut down my opponent's special abilities, including it shut down my abilities as well. Because if I control the Super Summon monster, all effects are negated. So be careful with that. And I'm running two copies of Escalation of the Monarchs. Now, Escalation of the Monarchs allows me to tribute summon the monster from either on his main phase 1 or battle phase. So this is perfect for me to bring out any high-powered monsters from this deck as well. And last but not least, I'm running two copies of the Prime Monarch. Now, the Prime Monarch allows me to special summon a monster if I have a lot of those Monarch spells and trap cards from my graveyard, from a GY or graveyard. So this would be perfect for any tribute summon monster, tribute summon high powered monsters in the near future. So yeah. Anyways, you guys, that is it. All right, anyways, you guys, that is it for my deck profile. I will do some test plays after this. So please stay tuned. So please stay tuned, and the test play is coming up right now. So here goes. Let me set this down. All right, I'm gonna do. Oh wait, let me switch the play map around. Good. Perfect. All right. So we're gonna do at least five test hands as such. So yeah. So let me test place and stuff. So yeah. Let me power shuffle my deck. Oh yeah, big shout out to Dark Arm Duelist for recommending me to this deck. Even though I don't have any cards that match Monarch's his Monarch January 2022 deck profile, but I am building other decks as well, like Elder Lich, Shiranui's. I did finish building the Vendread deck. I'm very comfortable using zombie decks and Monarchs decks. So two of them are the most powerful themes in Yu-Gi-Oh. So yeah. So let's see what hand we can get from this. Okay, I get Edia, Karaz, Mithra, another Edia, and another Edia. So yeah. All right. So let's start off by special summoning Mithra, and and your opponent gets a vassal token. And let's summon out Edia. I'll activate her effect. But be careful though. Edia is way too open to get Ash. So be very careful when activating her effect. I'm gonna special summon Eidos. And I get two tribute summons. I get two tribute summons this turn. So yeah, so that's perfect. So let's push this further. I'll sacrifice my Mithra, and I'll special summon Karaz. And Karaz's effect activates. I can destroy two cards on the field. I'm going to destroy my Edia. And oh yeah, Mithra grants me an extra summon this turn. So yeah, this is perfect. It allows me to draw one card from my deck, which is nice. I got Erebus. And thanks to Eidos' effect, so I'm gonna sacrifice Karaz for Erebus. I'll activate his effect. Allows me to send two Monarch spells and trap cards from my deck to my hand. So I'm gonna send my Domain. And let me see, and Pantheism of the Monarchs. So yeah, but I am going back in, but by banishing my Pantheism of the Monarchs. I'm going to reveal Domain, and Tenacity. And then your opponent chooses one of them. I will choose Domain. Add the rest of it back to my hand. Okay. I gotta make sure I have 40 cards in my deck. And I'll play Domain of True Monarchs to utilize the extra deck a lot because I control a level 8. I controlled a level 8 monster, so this is perfect. And then you can pass your turn. Once your next turn comes, you draw. You draw into an Ether. And then you can summon out Edia. I'll activate her effect. And then you gotta drop, and then you can special summon another Eidos. And then you can activate the effect of Domain of the True Monarch's effect. You can reveal one, so you can drop Ether's effect. and then you can sacrifice one of your Eidos for Ether. I'll activate her effect. Ascend, return. Yes. And the Prime Monarch. So I can special summon out another Erebus. Oh yeah, you cannot summon any monster because your your main monster zone is full. So be very, very careful when you do that. And voila, this is what's gonna help you win the game and such. So yeah. So anyways, you guys, that's it. That's it for the first test here. For the first test here. Let's move on to the next. And believe me, I am still looking for Pantheism of the Monarchs and 3 at Camophrites. So yeah. So let's do my power shuffle again. Oh yeah, there's only one weakness in any Monarch deck. They'll give you like a brick hand. So you might want to be very, very careful. You might want to avoid doing all that, because if you do, it's going to be a huge headache for me. Because I should have recorded the video about me getting salty with my Mayakashis that I didn't want to do it, because it'll embarrass the hell out of me. So anyway, so let's move on to the second test hand. So we got Return of the Monarchs, Tenacity of the Monarchs, Prime Monarch, Monarchs Erupt, and the Monarchs Stormforth. That right there is a brick hand. So you might want to avoid doing all that, because if you get a brick hand, you're screwed. You can't do nothing about it. So you might want to avoid that. So this right here is a brick hand, and then you have to set 3 cards face down, and then you have to end your turn. That second one is a fail. So let's move on to the third one. See if I can get any luck. Do my power shuffle a third time. All right, let's see what we can do with the third test hand. Edea, Mithra, Eidos, Domain, and Kraz. Perfect. So let's special summon Mithra, and he gains a vassal token. Next, I'll play Domain of the True Monarchs to utilize the extra deck block. Then I'll sacrifice Mithra so I can summon Kraz. But don't activate Karaz's effect. If you do, you're not gonna utilize the extra deck block. So you might as well leave this on the field so we can utilize the extra deck block. So yeah. And then you have to pass your turn. When your next turn comes, boom, another Edea. And I'll summon Edea effect. Let's special summon out another Eidos. And third test is nah. So let's move on. To the fourth test play. I am still looking for that Pantheism of the Monarchs, or if I have to buy it online. And three and counter frights. So yeah. Let's do the fourth test hand. Oh, wait, okay. Gotta make sure. All right. Let's do the fourth test hand. Monarch Erupt, Foolish Burial, Ether, another Ether, and Erebus. It's another brick hand. But let me see. I'll set this. Play Foolish Burial. Send a monster from my deck to my graveyard. And send Eidos. And the fourth test hand is a huge fail, because you might want to avoid getting brick hands like this one here, for example. So let's do my fifth and final test hand. Hopefully I get something cooking. So yeah. Oh no, yeah. And this deck is very useful in Master Duel. Which means I'm going to be doing 8 videos. I'm going to be doing 8 videos today, and I'm going to be doing this video today, and I'm going to be doing Dreamcast Wednesdays today, because I forgot to do some videos from yesterday, because I was mad tired from yesterday. So let's see what we got. Let's see what we got this time. Here goes. Okay, we got Monarch Stormforth, Ether, Eidos, Erebus, and Pantheism of the Monarchs. So you might want to start off by playing Pantheism of the Monarchs. Set a Monarch spell a trap card from your hand to your graveyard. Draw 2 cards. And then you have to send it to the graveyard. Then you have to banish it to reveal 3. Wait a minute. Reveal 3 Monarch spells and trap cards. And let's do Tenacity of the Monarchs. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll pretend that it was the shuffle dice. Next, I'll play another Pantheism of the Monarchs. Send Tenacity. I can only activate this effect once per turn, so be very careful. So let's do Vanity's Fiend and another Karaz. Look at this. Another brick hand. Fifth test play, a huge fail. Anyway, you guys, that is it. That is it for my deck profile and my test hands of this deck here. Before I go, you might want to. I'm still trying to track down those another Panther of the Monarchs and those encounter fights, because those 4 cards are very, very powerful, along with Vampire Fallen. Hopefully, I will find that on online on tcgplayer.com, because that's the site I use to buy some of my cards online. But I'm gonna start doing that probably today or tomorrow, because next week is my birthday. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and make sure to like this video, leave a comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you turn on all notifications for any new videos here, and make sure you like me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and Edmonton Online, Xbox Live, and PSN. Okay, guys. Talk to you guys next time. Peace.